Hey everyone, it's Nancy and I'm back with an album share for you. I got some really good feedback about my previous album shares, but what I'm doing is I'm not going to be sharing my American album at the moment because I haven't done my album audit, so put all the layouts I've done in it, etc. So what I'm actually going to do is show you a very old album and then kind of talk a bit about how my style has changed. I know that Oh Snap Gonzo done sort of a challenge where you had to show old layouts, but unfortunately all my older scrapbooks and stuff were in the caravan at the time and I hadn't got down here. So I thought I'd just flick you through this album. This is, ooh, bashing the camera, 2011 album 1. And there's 2 albums for this, so I will share both. I'm not going to share every layout because some of them have people that are no longer in my life, let's say. So I may quickly hurry past some layouts, but 2011 was quite a year of change for me, so there's lots of kind of bits about, you know, there's lots of different adventures and stuff in here as well. And the style in this album is very different to, I'll change it so you can actually see, it's actually quite different to how I scrap now. So I'm hoping that the glare is not going to be too bad here, and you'll be able to see everything. So I started off actually doing an 8x8 album for 2011, but then decided that that wasn't really what I wanted to do, so I put some of the layouts that I've done in here. So this is just a little one, and this was using an American Crafts kit. I do apologise for the glare here. And it just says 2011, a new start, a fearless journey. So that was that one. Then this is the first layout I've done, which is really simple. It's just backed a doily, and then it's got butterflies on. And this is so simple, but it was kind of like a title page, I suppose. So yeah, I don't really like it. I like the photo of me. Well, of course, it's a photo of me. Me with black hair as well. So then there's just another layout here, which is called Being Me. It says Being Me, I'm a daughter, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a friend, I'm a teacher, I'm a boss. And this is kind of printed to look like a Polaroid. There is a lot of journaling on the back there because some of that kind of stuff changed in this time. Here's just another little really emo photo of me. Yeah, looking really kind of, yeah, morose. And it says, when life gives you lemons, ask for a cup of sugar too. And this was going in my 8x8 album at the time, which was all about change, new starts, everything like that. So that's what that is. This piece was for a challenge blog. I'm thinking it might have been a Chamel one. I was really kind of quite heavily into Chamel style and basically everything Chamel did. And this one is called Questions and Answers. And you had to make a layout about all the questions and answers that, all the questions you got asked most often. So mine were, is that a new pair of glasses? Is that a new hairstyle? And how many tattoos do you have? So this is quite good. I mean, I think it's, well, what here I had 14 tattoos at this time. Wow. I've now got about 20, so I'm trying to get the glare right. As you can see, this is not a layout that I would do now. I don't not like it. I like the journaling on it. I like how visible that is. But yeah, it's not my favourite. Here is just a really simple layout, and this is so Chamel with like the quadrant bits in the back. And this was from SJ, who is a UK crafter, and she done these little drawings. You can send pictures of yourself and she'd make a drawing of you. And this is one she did of me, so it's called My Very Own Musing because that's what they were called. This is then another little 8x8 one. This is called Kiddie Car 2. My first car was a smart car which had Hello Kitty on the side. That unfortunately was in an accident. as was I was in it as well. And this was my second car that I got, and this is after I had applied all the vinyl and put all the Hello Kitty stuff in it. Unfortunately, Kitty Car 2 was not around for too long. This is, I would say, one of the layouts where my style started to evolve. I didn't do these layouts chronologically in that year, so this is where my child? Wow, that's weird. My style started to change. And this is sassafras paper, and I'd cut out all of these little bits and pieces. This is actually my boyfriend now, Thomas, but he has long hair and no beard, and he looks really weird to me now. But yeah, that was kind of like our first date, you might say. I'd known him years previous to this, and then we have a date, and then, yeah, then there's someone else that appears, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, we'll talk about scrapbooking. That's far easier. So I've cut out all of these little bits of paper and layered them all up on foam dots, and I really love this page. I really love how this looked, and I did do this style quite a lot, you know, where I started cutting bits and pieces out. This is then just, and I mean, this one here is so Chanel in my mind, and I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. It just doesn't appeal to me anymore with like the butterflies and stuff on. This is just a little picture of me talking about my love of my nail varnish and stuff, and I'd had a crappy few months, and one of my friends agreed to give me a makeover. She done my hair, had my nails done and everything. So that is that. I'm just going to skip those 2 pages. So this is just a really simplistic layout. I was using these marker cards let me see if I can, because I was sort of using it to mark the years. And this layout, again, it's, I don't know, it's not really what appeals to me now. I've got paper folding, paper piecing here. These are border punches. I really love the photos, don't get me wrong, I love the photos, but yeah, that's that. Again, this one here was for a Chanel prompt, and it featured a lift up part. So there's a little lift up. I am just covering the face there. So that's just like a little, got stickers in it, and this is all basic grey, I believe. So more kind of I don't know, that layout, you know, is very similar to that layout in design, really. So a lot of this is really old papers. Some of this stuff I got for like QVC. It's not great. Just having to check what's on the next page there. I don't, believe me, I don't regret stuff. I just don't really want to put it. I don't think it's correct to put it online. So this is just some views of a park, and this is when I kind of started to do a bit more clustering here. I'd also used a negative from some of these punches. I remember this time I just got the Martha Stewart butterfly punches and went a little bit punch crazy. This seemed to be very much my go-to style at this point. I've used little pins on here. I don't know if I can zoom in. I might make it easier for you to see here. So I've used little pins and brads and everything. So yeah, so that was, you know, my kind of go-to and getting used at my border punches. This, again, don't really want to show those, was a group of friends that we used to call the Sanctum, because we used to do everything together. We're not actually friends anymore, but, you know, it's time. But I had like a little cut-apart camera here that I used and tags and stuff, and actually a really bright piece of background paper. Trying to get rid of some of the glare on here. This is when these kind of pinwheels were really in, and I've used pins in here as well. Don't know if I can just zoom in there a little bit to show you. So this is where the pinwheels were kind of really in. It's a picture of me with my legs out. And that was kind of that, I said, yes, I have legs, like probably about 80 or 90 times that evening, because everyone's like, oh my god, Nancy's got legs. And this is kind of really where a point where I was getting, you know, I was getting used to scaring people with my legs. Here is just a little, again, this is so not my style now, but I was using this butterfly punch, it killed me. These are really old chipboard letters, again, they're from QVC kit. It's really simple. It looks so plain to me now, but I did use a bit of ribbon, so that can't be a bad thing. It's called Hello Kitty Chic because I've got a little bow in my hair. This is called Epic Barbecue Fail. It was really windy. We were trying to do a tiny little barbecue. I don't know if you can see here, there's a singed patch on the grass because the barbecue blew over. Yeah, it really wasn't a good time to be doing a barbecue. This was for, we didn't have a street party for the royal wedding, but we did kind of have a little bit of a garden party because we had a few more days off. So the neighbours and everything were out in the back garden. So I tried to use paper that was very English sort of country garden. I used these little tabs as well, which had the crowns on, and then a huge pinwheel paper, not pinwheel, I've been using them, calling them pinwheels, rosettes, and these are just some cupcakes that I made. This is just an 8.5 by 11 little layout, which we went for my dad's birthday. I think we took him on, we went on a boat trip. It was my dad's 60th actually. And it was on a Sunday, and so here's just a little picture, 4 miles per hour, it's on the Broad, so we're on a boat. So I really love that. Here's a picture called My Dad, and again, the butterflies are on there. And this is just a lovely picture I got of my dad, not really looking, but off into the distance, really like that. Here's a picture of my mum and my aunt. And again, this is where I've started to go more into the clustering things together, using little pinwheels, using flair and buttons and stickers, transparencies. So yeah, this is kind of moving more towards where I'm going towards clusters. This was done from a kit at a crop. Don't really like it. It's a bit too plain, really. But it'll do. This is a picture. Sorry, I'm bashing the camera there. This is a picture of my mum and dad. Again, really simple. Lots of blank space. This is almost a double page layout. I did make them at the same time. It kind of uses the same paper. And this is just, we're on the Norfolk Broads, and butterfly punch yet again. But this is kind of more of a cartoony paper, but it's all talking about nature and environment and stuff. And then this is the family, my sister's family, doing some bird watching with the butterflies. So can't show you that one. Okay, this is when I moved into my new home, which was the caravan site or the trailer park for you guys in America, or whatever you want to call it. And this is when I'd moved in, and this was taken using the Hipstermatic photo app on my phone. And yeah, it's quite simple. I'm not saying I'm loving it, but there's a little bit of journaling here, which is probably quite hard to read on the camera. Then this is called my new back garden, because as I said, my caravan is very near the sea, so this is literally 2 minutes, yeah, probably about 2 minutes walk from my caravan. And quite often when I just moved in, and because there's a lot of changes and stuff going on, I'd just go and sit on the beach and have a think. And I always say, you don't look weird if you're sitting on the beach by yourself. If you go other places and sit by yourself, you look a bit weird. On the beach, you tend not to look too weird. Okay, so this was photos from a trip that took to France with my friends. We decided to drive over to France for a few days, and everyone used to laugh and call me the Queen. And so, of course, I had a crown that I wore, and we had kind of like a people carrier, like little minibus thing. So we were all able to sit, and there was like a table in the back as well. And this is when we just nipped into Belgium to get some cheap booze, and yeah. Again, there's butterflies, and to be fair, I really don't like butterflies that much. I'm not really sure why I use them so much. But anyway, this is like has the definition of princess, and it says high maintenance and stuff, which is kind of a running joke. This is then another layout. Again, it's using that same sassafras paper, where I'm cutting out lots of different bits and pieces. So I'm really loving that. Again, this there seems to be a thing with these strips and butterflies. So this is a picture of us at like 4:30 in the morning, waiting outside my caravan for our friends to come and pick us up. We ended up waiting here till 6 o'clock, nearly, because yeah, they were delayed and everything. This is just, again, I quite like this layout actually, with all the kind of distressed sort of looking bits, and this is a stamp and lots of other layers, so I really like that. This is called, these page protectors are really big, they're rubbish. This is called Hitting the Cheap Plonk on the Beach, and there I am drinking French wine out of a plastic bottle at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm classy. And there's lots of layering of stuff going on here, but yeah, and there's some like little gems and bits. I've also used some ribbon here as well. So yeah, again, I like it. I like this part of it, but I just kind of wish I could squeeze it all up a bit. Goodness gracious. I've gone for the 3 little things in a row again. That must have been my thing. And yeah, this is just a picture of the 3 of us. Well, there was 5 of us, and this is 4 of us who went on that trip, going on to Calais Beach to have some time sunbathing. There's little bits of clusters now. Again, I think this would be fine for my style now if I just smushed it all up a bit. So yes, that is the first part of this album. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry I've had to kind of like be a little bit editing on what I include in it, because as I said, there's people in here that are no longer in my life, so I don't really want to show them on camera, because one, I don't think it's fair, and I don't really want them on my channel because they're all poo. Anyway, so this is the first part. I don't know if you found it interesting. Look at my older style. I will record the second album video, and I'll see what kind of response I get to this one as to whether I put that up or not. But I kind of liked through that challenge that Oh Snap Gonzo, Sandra put up, that you got to see how people's style had evolved. And I hope you can kind of see here how my style has evolved. and how I don't include butterflies on my pages now, or things in lines of 3. But anyway guys, sorry for rambling on in this video, but I hope it's been informative. I hope you've enjoyed sort of seeing how the layouts all come together, and if you're interested in seeing the second part of the album, then just please do comment below and I will put that up. So thank you very much guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!